Hello, my name is Sunil Gupta, founder of rguru.com. I'm very excited to share with you this new resource that I've created, our Guru Resource Hub. It's the one-stop shop for learning and understanding R. And in fact, I have a tremendous amount of information on things related to the Pharmaverse, which be very applicable for those in the pharmaceutical industry. But in addition to that, I also have a lot of information on cheat sheets and books that readily easy and accessible. This site has been curated. I curate this site based on information that I've learned that's going on throughout the conferences, things that I learned about R, and it's based off of common packages. On the main page, as you can see here, what I have is information about the mind map. This mind map shows you a little bit about all the things that R can do. As a SAS programmer for several decades and learning R, I try to apply some consistency in the things that I've learned in SAS, all that can be useful in R as well. Specifically, setting up your R programming environment, input data, processing data frames, processing variables, as well as summarizing information and outputting results. Other advanced things in here also include creating functions, doing looping, and R Markdown. In fact, I also created a cheat sheet, which I encourage you to take a look at and access, and in fact, cut and paste from this cheat sheet. I built this cheat sheet according to the tasks that I frequently do as a SAS programmer. I wanted to replicate that in R. So you have things, as you can see here, that indicate how to bring the data into R, reading data from SAS data sets or maybe Excel files. Once data is into R, also writing it out as SAS data sets or Excel files, export files, creating data frames, doing other things as far as piping, taking advantage of all the things that R has to provide. What you'll see is syntax that's here along with comments. And so I encourage you to take a look at this cheat sheet and see how to get the most out of this. It's actually built on best practices. For those of you doing SQL processing, you'll be happy to see that in this example, you'll be able to do multitasking, such as selecting, filtering, creating new variables, and also arranging data sets. Other things in here you can see include string functions, conversions between the variable types, data operations, transposing. Transposing is one of those things that could be a little tricky, but what I've got is I've got examples that illustrate the basic concept. And the way it works is, as you may know, with R, if you identify the R function that's going to serve the purpose you want, make sure that you fill in the parameters correctly, and then you can tweak it by adding options that kind of fine tune your results. Other things, useful information in here in the cheat sheet having to do with processing, group processing, summarizing variables. This is typically what's needed, specifically in the pharmaceutical industry when you're creating SDTMs and ADaMs. So this section shows you how to summarize information, whether it's across records or across variables. So it shows you with simple examples using data sets, data frames that are available in base R, specifically the empty cars. Other things that are very vital, important, as far as a programming language, have to do with joining data frames. For me, the left join is a very popular data frame that I really like, so I use that often. Other things that are needed, including appending, and as I mentioned, piping, as well as other things that are listed over here. Again, that's just quick and easy, available directly from the RGuru site. Now let's take a look at a deep dive into the best practices. In this best practices, I've got a variety of things such as the checklist. I have galleries. I have information on base R, interview questions, Tidyverse, and also references. So if we take a look at the details of best practices that are listed over here, and I encourage you to do that. You can do a search on them and find that. These are various galleries. And the way the galleries work is that there's quite a bit of information available in here. And once you go into the galleries, you're able to see the code that enables you to reproduce those types of information in the output. So here's information on base R. This is a great style guide for beginners. So you definitely want to take advantage of these types of things. Other things that are here, if we go into the online guide, here, these things are very nice, useful guides that help you get a jump start by providing you information on examples that will complete the function that you want. So for example, if you're looking at bar charts, then this you can go right into here and see the examples of the bar charts. So these are online guides that are readily available. We have the cheat sheets. There are over 25 cheat sheets. Now, what I've done is in my curation, I've organized them into best practices. So, for example, the R Guru cheat sheet is readily available, but others that are very useful are the R syntax comparison as well as SAS to R. If you're really learning R, you have all these others, that are there for the R Studio IDE, essential functions, and so forth. There's a cheat sheet on advanced R, cheat sheet on importing data, bringing data into R, data management. We have data wrangling, and I focus on the most common R packages. I think with those, you'll be able to get and do over 80% of the tasks that you need to do. And along those lines, if you know the common R packages, you'll be able to read other programmers' syntax. And so these cheat sheets basically will give you a jump start. So if you click on any one of these cheat sheets, you slowly start to understand the functions that are utilized with simple examples. And not only that, you see diagrams that are very well annotated. And as you may know, R is a very heavily syntax-based language. And so you really need to know the impact of each syntax and what it can do for you. So these cheat sheets, again, are readily available, accessible from R Guru. Other things that would be of help when you're doing programming in R is debugging. So I have a list of references for common fixes, and again, references for that. Debugging is a very important concept when you're working with R, because it gets to be a little bit of a difficulty doing the debugging. So the best approach is best defense rather. Write code that works well from the beginning, and the way you do that is having examples that work well. In this section, you have videos and white papers, and here you'll see the collection of videos that I have performed or given. So I encourage you to take a look at this, a better understanding of what R is, what R has to offer, as well as white paper. So in addition, I have a collection of very useful videos that are available, as you see, throughout the industry and on YouTube. And so you can come to the site and access these videos and slowly build up your knowledge and understanding of R. As we move on to the next level, if you want some information about installing R, then this is also readily available as well. So talking about doing the installation of R with the instructions, step-by-step instructions. In addition, the most common packages that are there, how to get those installed with these diagrams. And so information is here. You have the videos and then references for more detailed information. With this navigation, you can also understand and learn why people are getting into R and what R is not. So it's, I think, important to learn and understand these types of things. Learning R right here, you can see more of the process that I've gone through. Again, focusing on the most common packages because you can learn a lot from those common packages and you can do a lot from them. So I'll break those down into input, process, and outputs, and so you can see and benefit from the information that's organized in R Guru. The other thing is the way R works is by creating objects. So it's important to understand how objects are created. And then what I've done is, in order to master the concepts, I do a compare and contrast. So for example, you can see here, compare and contrast data top table with a data.frame. And so in addition, you see matrix with data frame. What happens is with this, you get the details of the key differences, and then you can fine tune and focus on the best practices. So for example, when you're working with R, for the most part, data frames are predominantly used over matrix. And so that's a key thing that you'll learn as you're working with R. Other things that you'll see here are the common tasks that are breakdown for easy understanding. This section, again, I designed R Guru to help SAS programmers make the transition. And so with this, I do a comparison of SAS and R so that you get a better understanding of the similarities and differences. And again, it's all summarized here on the site for easy access. A key thing, as I wanted to point out, is this page on Pharmaverse. You definitely want to access this site on a regular basis as I continue to make updates to this site, specifically by adding more information about the packages that are available in Pharmaverse as they get released. What I do is I organize the information so that it's easy to understand. So, for example, metadata, the packages associated with that. For the SDTMs, you see the first link that says R programs. That references the site for creating SDTMs using the base package. But then you have the SDTM checks, which is a Pharmaverse package. And with that, you see references. You see example, you see functions, and you see videos to help you learn and understand how to utilize and apply the SDTM checks. In addition, you see how to get access to that from the GitHub. So I also have that for the ADaMs, for statistical analysis, for tables, for iShiny as well in here. In addition, since CDisk is also adopting R packages, we see the defined R available here in Tidy CDisk. We have the CDisk pilot project and information. So all this helps you stay on top of the growing trend that's going on as far as using and utilizing R. And so these links provide direct information to the code that can be utilized and tested. Taurus has also R packages that are validated, so I have information linking to them as well. And so you definitely want to be able to come to this site and see and utilize many of the things. So, for example, how exactly do you run the SDTM checks? And so you can go into this site, you can see that there's information about the examples, how exactly to run it. And the way it works is once you learn and apply and understand everything that's there in base and common R packages, then that knowledge can be easily transferred to other R packages because of the same type of concept. You have the functions that you need to be aware of. There'll be new functions introduced from these packages, and each of those functions requires parameters, correctly specifying the parameters. Some of those may have some minimum parameters to update, and then there will be other optional parameters. But it's important to have a better understanding of what they are because they enable you to produce the outputs without actually having to write code on your own. Next, we get into what I like also is the books and blogs, and I have access over 20 R books. Now, in the process of curating all the best references that are available on R, I was able to identify and fine-tune this collection of 20 books and categorize them in best practices. You can see that over here, basics as well as advanced, importing data, bringing data into R, as well as Shiny, applications, and then blogs. So what happens is you select and go through, for example, our programming examples. You can see the icon listed here. And then from this, you can actually see and go to that specific website, and it helps you build your knowledge understanding on that particular topic. And so with this, I'm sure you'll find all the information, whatever you need in order to do the operations that you want, and in a very organized way. Okay, and then I also have a section here for our papers. So as I go to these conferences or I involve and access many of the references for these that are coming in from our Pharma and other organizations as well as Feud, then what I do is I provide links to these papers because they enable me to have a deep dive information on those particular topics. And so you also have access to this by clicking on any one of these topics. In addition, you can do a keyword search and, for example, find everything on SDTM and all the papers references on that and any particular one. Then you can click on that and it brings up the actual paper. So this enables you to do a deep dive on any particular topic. So going back into our Guru, again, you see a lot of extremely useful information available in here. In addition, you can also do a keyword search on the search bar over here, and also brings up everything on that particular topic, and enables you to have to do some searches as well. The last section that I wanted to kind of showcase is this common frequently asked questions. So as a hands-on developer, instructor of R for corporations, I also kind of keep track of technical challenges and then document the solutions here in this common frequently asked questions. And so I invite you to also visit this site, do some searches, and then find solutions. When you do find the solutions, it's a matter of cutting and pasting, putting that into your R programming environment so that it saves you the time. This is a very similar type of approach of what I've taken with SAS Savvy that I built 10 years ago as a consultant to help me become extremely productive and not reinvent the wheel. So I can do a search on any of the challenges or questions that I have, be able to find the solution, the syntax that enables me to achieve the results. So I hope you've enjoyed this session on our Guru for the Resource Hub, and I invite you to connect with me on LinkedIn. In addition, I also wanted to invite you to take a look at the article that I have put together for our programming enthusiasts. And you can see here, it basically summarizes everything that we just talked about with the information that's readily available. So I look forward to meeting you at future conferences and connecting with you on LinkedIn. Thank you very much for your attention.